Dalton Frederick still out front, is not pitted yet. Jake May in the second spot. Frederick staying out just as long as he can. Jake May in second. He's still yet to pit. And Fredericks has actually gained another second on Lacey. 48 seconds. There's Landon Lacey in the third position. Running lap times very similar. Fredericks is back up. Just ran his fastest lap of the race. Fredericks very good in those Indy cars. And, you know, this is a tactic that they would do. Having less fuel seems to run faster. We'll see if he even takes tires on his pit stop. He may just stay out there on those same tires and just try and get as much time as he can. I mean, 14 to go. He's running the fast. Just ran another lap, the fastest lap of the races. We see Jake May now head into the pit lane. A 2:13.94 for Dalton Fredericks that last time by. And Lacey, giving it all he's got, ran a 2:14.21. But he is still losing time to Dalton Fredericks on those old tires, which is just wild to think about. So Jake May down and away, but Landon Lacey will get by as Jason Blaney will now head into the pit lane. So Jason Blaney will come back out in the 8th position. Now Kyle Zimmer in 9th. He's in his pit stall. Ben Cowdermarsh makes his pit from the 14th spot. Gary Wells still in the pit lane, 23rd now. And at least 2 laps down for the 30. Now Dalton Fredericks makes his pit stop, and he will take tires as he has such a lead over Landon Lacey, 50 seconds. We'll see Dalton Fredericks now down and away. Oh, and around he goes. but he has such a lead over Landon Lacey that it's not going to matter. Lacey just now across the line and up to turn one. Fredericks already into the S's. We'll try and catch Landon Lacey as he comes through, and Lacey now into the S's. And that is the difference between first and second after their pit stops. 16.3 seconds. Landon Lacey pretty solid into that second spot. Jake May is third position. He's 33 seconds out. As we see, our leader Dalton Fredericks has lapped all the way up to 14th. Ben Cowdermarsh right now in between first and second, but he's 14th spot. The first car one lap down, as now Quentin Clark and Garrett Fox both head into the pit lane. They'll pit from 9th and 10th. The 38 and 8th line around down the front stretch. Nathan Line right now 21st position. So the fourth is the closest right now. The fifth place car of Andrew Mraz. Andrew Moore Jr. right behind him, 6th spot. Jason Blaney in 7th, and AJ Cruz in 8th. That's your closest run on the racetrack right now. Quentin Clark and Garrett Fox pretty close together. Those two battling for 12th and 13th. And both of those cars right in front of our leader. And I said I thought that our leader, Dalton Fredericks, could lap up to probably 10th, but I'm thinking it might be higher. Torres out there. I don't think he's pitted yet. Torres has not. Clark and Fox just pitted. Zimmer just pitted. So it may have an issue catching Zimmer, but Torres will still have to pit. Simon Grills is just now in the pit lane as pit stops starting to come to a close here. Just waiting on one or two drivers. Right now, Torres and there he comes into the pits. So Spengler's back down the pit lane on a second stop here. Joe Torres pulls in 10th, and Simon Grills already back out onto the speedway in 8th spot, having a phenomenal run here tonight. So I would find it likely that our leader could lap, that Dalton Fredericks could get all the way up to 9th. I'm sorry, excuse me, 10th. Right now, Quentin Clark only a few seconds, about 6 seconds right now in front of our leader. Behind him is Garrett Fox. You see the leader popping over the hill there. He's going to be the next one to go a lap down. But he's in 11th spot, so Andrew Mraz having some connection issues, a little blink there, but he'll hang on to that 4th spot. Said earlier, I thought that was going to be about his max, and he is a long ways behind Jake May, who's had a very solid race. Kind of out there in a land of his own. 20 seconds behind 2nd position and 30 seconds ahead of 4th. Spengler's still on the lead lap. Now he does go a lap down as I say that. There goes the 20 of Fredericks right on by. And Fredericks running so fast. Let's take a lap in the cockpit with Dalton Fredericks here at COTA's. The 85 sideways. He'll get by him. The 69 also goes around. He goes all the way around. Down to 1st gear through turn number 1 for Dalton Fredericks. Down to 2nd gear. That holds that car steady through the S's. Now back down to the inside. He comes up turn number 8. The left-hander here, turn 9. This little kink, turn number 10. Now down to the hairpin. The next car in front of him is Quentin Clark. Back down into 1st gear as he goes through turn 13 and 14. So smooth right here. You see a lot of people just not able to make that corner as well as Fredericks. Fredericks right up to Quentin Clark. That lap with Fredericks, a 2:14.13. Fastest on the track. Fredericks gets right around Clark. And the 3 goes around. Joe Torres in 14th spot. And cars have to zigzag around him, but able to continue. Jake May there in the 3rd spot, trying to get around. Clean racetrack in front of these two. But he's just trying to hold on. Simon Grills in the 8th spot, having such a good night. Brayton Lasser up to 16th spot. He's gained 4 positions from the start. That was a long way to go to catch the next car in front. We're down inside of 10 to go. Our leader, Dalton Fredericks, has led every lap in this race. Lacey tried a short pit at the end of the second stage and did not work as well as he wanted, as Fredericks, not sure if he just had a better pit stop or what, but able to come through very quickly, gain time, and ends up 13 seconds ahead. Before Mraz in 4th position. A great recovery after a lap 1 spin sends him backwards. Started 3rd, now all the way back up to the 4th position. So overall, not bad for Andrew Mraz. Right behind him is Andrew Moore Jr. In the 5th spot. Behind him holding on to 6th is AJ Cruz. And we've seen him battle a lot today, but pretty clean overall day for AJ Cruz. Jason Blaney right behind him. Those 4 still the 4 closest on the racetrack. A relatively tight race. Simon Grills there in the 8th spot. Kyle Zimmer in 9th. So good run for Zimmer, as he is right now with 8 laps to go. Maybe the only other person that might go a lap down here. I don't think Grills is going to go a lap down, but the 20 could catch the 25 in the next couple of laps. Quentin Clark's the first car a lap down, but he is the last car inside of the top 10. Special paint scheme denied. Not fond of road course racing is what it looks like. Doesn't want to make those right-hand turns. But Quentin Clark doing a great job tonight, holding on to a top 10 run. And he is gaining time on Garrett Fox. So as long as Quentin holds it steady, he should hold that top 10. Garrett Fox 11th. Michael Spengler in the 12th position. He's taken 2 pit stops tonight. Everyone else is on a 1-stop strategy. So we'll see if Spengler can gain some time here. He actually run 3 seconds quicker than Garrett Fox that last lap. So let's see if in the next couple of laps, maybe Spengler can run this 85 down. Ben Cowdermarsh in the 13th position. Joe Torres 14th on the hunt for Ben Cowdermarsh. Chris Stange currently in 15th spot. 16th is Brayton Lasser. 17th, the 33 of Scott Wise. He is the last car 1 lap down. Scott Stockel sits 2 laps down. John Tiller 19th. Also 2 laps down. Nathan Line, he's 20th position. 21st is Thorndike. He's 3 laps down. Robinson has taken his car to the trailer. Dakota Bailey right now in 23rd. Gary Wells still in the pits. He's at least 6 laps down. As Bailey's 6 laps down. Eric Hegdahl out of this race. Zachary Taylor, he takes an early exit. And we're back to Dalton Fredericks. Almost that entire straightaway ahead of second place. So all Dalton Fredericks has to do right now is just keep it steady, but just ran another lap of 2:13.78, so an incredibly fast lap for Dalton Fredericks as he continues to pull away from Landon Lacey. Lacey putting down some good laps, but Fredericks has been nothing less than impressive tonight. We've seen him race in the Indy cars, very good on the road courses, and that must totally apply over to the stock cars because he is showing it off, and I'm sure that he put in quite the effort this week for practice. Because I've seen Landon Lacey, I've seen him run away with a lot of these road course races, and Fredericks taking him to school tonight. Lacey, I mean, he's 30 seconds ahead of third. That just goes to show you just how impressive that this run by Dalton Fredericks is. Let's try and find the closest battle on the racetrack for position. Might be the 77. Right behind him is AJ Cruz. It's a little distance between those, about 5 seconds right now. That might be the closest. Actually, Garrett Fox and Michael Spengler, these two battling for the 11th spot. Garrett Fox with a slight slip up. Spengler to the outside. He's going to look low. Spengler to the inside with a good run. He'll get by Garrett Fox as they head down in the final corner. And they'll come to 5 laps to go. Garrett Fox going to look back to the inside. These two racing hard. You see those rotors glowing on the 85 as the 69 side by side. Are they going to head into the S's side by side here? The 85 will get back by. Spengler a little bit smoother through the S's, right back to the bumper of Garrett Fox. Looks to the inside, makes Garrett Fox kind of think twice about heading into that corner. Oh, what a big crossover by the 69, Michael Spengler. The 85 with another run. Will he take it into 11? He's outbreaks the 69. Crossover city back here for the 11th spot. Spengler now outbraking Fox. Tries to, can't do it. Fox locks him up. Spengler to the inside. Side by side. In turn 15 and now 16, Spengler gonna get another crossover door to door now as they head into the carousel. Fox with the advantage of the shorter run, but Spengler going to have the preferred line on exit if he can hold the door side by side, and he'll do it. Fox locks him up. Fox able to hold on as our leader Dalton Fredericks is able to get by Kyle Zimmer and put ninth place a lap down. And Spengler with a big gap now over Garrett Fox. I don't think in 4 laps that these two will be able to reel in the 94 of Quentin Clark. But the 69 of Spengler putting down some fast laps. It sounds like the 69 may have had an incident there. He comes into the corner too hot, and the 85 of Fox goes right by. We heard him slide into the corner. Let's take a look. Locks him up, and yeah, he just tried to drift it around the corner. Doesn't hit the wall too hard, but can't get going in the grass, and Fox will go right back by him after all that effort. Now Spengler going to have to try and reel him back in again. The number 20 of Dalton Fredericks had a slow lap last lap. The 69 just might catch the 85 again. We've seen him gain a lot of time to these S's. Spengler has much fresher tires as he has taken 2 pit stops tonight. And I don't know if Michael Spengler is anything like me, but I am much faster on road courses when I have that rabbit to chase, when I have that car in front of me that I can judge my braking zones off of. And as soon as he got by the 85, I mean, it was like 2 turns later and he missed his braking zone. So maybe that's what it was. Kind of was judging more off the car in front of him, was running some very fast laps. Didn't have that rabbit to chase and went into that next corner and just sent it. You see very 2 distinctive lines between these 2 drivers. Spengler gonna get a good run here. Fox pulls away. Spengler looking to the inside. Trying to get to that throttle first. We'll wash him through the S's. Spengler right back. That rear bumper. Spengler close enough to try and make a move down into the braking zone. Fox over on the rumble strips. We'll go back to our leader. White flag in the air. You see the flagman waving. 1 lap to go for Dalton Fredericks here at the Circuit of the Americas, and he has put on a clinic. Through the S's for the final time. Dalton Fredericks with an 11-second lead over Landon Lacey. Down into turn 11 for the final time and back down this long straightaway. Dalton Fredericks. Just a few corners left. And he's going to bring this number 20 Ford Mustang home to victory lane. Doesn't have to push now as he gets into the carousel. Two corners to go for Dalton Fredericks. Checkered flag waving. And Dalton Fredericks comes around to win Circuit of the Americas. Landon Lacey will come home second spot. Hit a distance third as these two are still racing for the 11th spot. May does not want to get involved, but he's in third position. The battle that we are watching right now is Spengler and Fox. Jake May just trying to let them go on by. Fox to the inside. They'll come across the line. Spengler will get it as Jake May will come home in third, and they crash as they come across the line. Andrew Mraz will come home in 4th position. 5th is Andrew Moore Jr. 6th is AJ Cruz as the 5 goes around trying to come across the line. Jason Blaney and Simon Grills will be the last 2 cars on the lead lap. They'll finish 7th and 8th. Kyle Zimmer will come home in 9th. And Quentin Clark will come home with a top 10 here at a road course. As we will wait for a burnout from Dalton Fredericks. Maybe Dalton waiting on the burnout. So we'll go ahead and get our interview with 3rd place Jake May. Let's see what he's got to say. Hey, Jake, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Hey, man, doing well. Man, what a great race. Hard to keep up with those top 2, but you were way ahead of 4th spot. What were your thoughts here on this long 20-turn road course called Circuit of the Americas?
You know, considering lack of practice I had this week, I'll take it. Tough race for sure, long, grueling, but certainly happy for Dalton and everyone at Hut Sport Racing.
Yeah, absolutely. What more do you think that you needed there? Just more practice, or was there any type of maybe different pit strategy you could have done?
I think I just needed some more laps around the place. Setup was struggle. Driving was a little bit off. There's a lot of work I can do as a driver to get better around here. But yeah, just needed some more laps, get used to it.
Well, next week we head back to a super speedway, Talladega. What do you think your chances are there at Talladega?
I think we got a good shot. Me, Dalton, Joe, everybody at Hut Sport, we work really well together, especially on super speedways. So hopefully we'll get out there, have some more hard work this week to get ready. For sure, be ready to go.
All right, you got anybody you'd like to thank after this one, Jacob?
Yes, sir. First off, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, my mom, my dad, Hut Sport Racing, Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast, Faith Treasures, Drinking Bros Auto Racing, Hutch Paint, and real life sponsors. Got the Stepping Stone Foundation, Red Dirt Graphics, and Premier Auto and Wheel. So, thank you guys.
Absolutely. We'll hope to see you next week.
Sounds good. Thank you, brother.
That was Jacob May, our 3rd place finisher. On to Landon Lacey. I think we've got him out here on the speedway. Hey, Landon, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, a phenomenal run. A little pit strategy. Looked like you pitted a lap or 2 before, actually about 5 laps before Dalton, right at the end of the stage. What more did you need to get that extra 11 seconds to catch Dalton?
Not to loop it off pit road after I pitted. That's what I needed. It was kind of up and down night for me. Kind of got stuck behind a couple guys on the start, and it allowed Dalton to, get a good gap on me before I was able to get back up to 2nd. Me and him, feel like me and him were playing a little bit of cat and mouse after that. I'd slow up and try to save some tires, and then he would slow up and save some tires. We were back and forth on lap times. And then I just made the mistake of spinning out coming out of pit road. So ultimately, I think that's what pretty much cost me from being able to race him.
Well, back-to-back second place finishes. You go to Talladega next week. What are your thoughts of maybe getting it done at the Super Speedway?
Gonna need some help, but I don't know, man. Might finish second again. I always seem to find myself pushing other people to wins at super speedways, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Still yet without a win. You've got several good tracks coming up, but you've got Sonoma and Watkins Glen left on the road course side. What do you think your best bet is at getting a win before this regular season's over?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I think we have a good group of guys here. I think there's about 10 guys that could win any given week. So I think everything's just got to fall into place the right way for whatever racetrack we go to where I could possibly get a win.
Well, sounds good. We'll be looking for you every week. You got anybody you'd like to thank after this, Landon?
Yeah, huge shout out to all the guys over at Filthy 5. Also want to shout out the guys over at Riot. We've kind of formed a little alliance with those guys, and we've been working together for the past couple weeks. So thanks to those guys for helping us out and kind of giving us a second home. Thanks to the admins. Thanks to you for broadcasting. And other than that, thank you to everybody that's gotten me here to this point.
Absolutely. Well, great job. We'll be talking to you soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And that was Landon Lacey, our second place finisher. On to Dalton Fredericks, the man of the hour, the winner here at Circuit of the Americas. Hey, Dalton, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, a phenomenal run. Nobody could really touch you out there. What was your secret here to get around these tough 20 turns at COTA?
Basically a lot of coaching from teammates and patience. Patience was the biggest thing for me, and not pushing too hard too soon.
Yeah, once you got out front, you really set sail. The only person that could even keep pace with you for a short period of time was Landon Lacey. What were your thoughts there when I think he was only about 4 seconds behind you and he pitted a few laps before you? What were your thoughts on the pit strategy there?
Yeah, I kind of had concerns because I was starting to run consistent 15s when before I was running consistent 14s. So I figured since he went and pitted early, he was going to be running consistently faster laps than I was. So I was kind of like, can I go? Can I not go? And my crew chief was like, no, stay out, stay out. And then I started hitting my fastest laps of the race. So it was a confidence booster there.
Absolutely. Well, we're heading back to Talladega next week. We do have 2 more road courses on the schedule for the end of the season. What do you think your best bet is going forward to get another win?
Just try to stay consistent. I've been running up front for almost all these races. I've just been involved in unfortunate events, but luckily today we were able to just set sail, grab the lead in qualifying, and not make mistakes, and hopefully we can continue that trend as we continue through the season.
Yeah, we see that you got a tribute on your hood, and let us know about that and tell us about anybody else you got to thank.
Yeah, so with that, it was a unfortunate thing, death of one of my friends' buddies. They were watching the stream, and I'm so glad, I'm so happy I was able to get to victory lane for them. It means a lot for me, and it probably means a lot to them too. But I would like to thank HSR, Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast, Faith Treasures, Drinking Bros, Auto Racing, Page, and Hutch Paints for sponsoring the car and all the help they all put in. The whole team did their fair share in both practicing and coaching each other out. We really worked as a team very well.
Absolutely. Well, phenomenal job. I'm pretty sure you led every single lap. So great job. We'll be talking to you very soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. And that was Dalton Fredericks, our winner. Great job to him bringing home that tribute card to Victory Lane. So Dalton Fredericks will win here at Circuit of the Americas. Next week we head to Talladega. So make sure that you all join us back next week. And until then, we'll see you.